Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we're coming to you from Pony Island, where the fairy type stars will be shooting high, and it doesn't get much higher than trying to take down the Goldenrod Guild's massive 129 base HP stat. So let us know in the comments below if you think they can get the job done. Will the fairy types win, or will it be the normal types taking the victory? Let's send it down to the field.
3, 2, 1, go!
Don't underestimate the guild. They can bring it, as they will be starting out with Screamtail and Blissey. It is going to be Florges and Carbink starting out for the Pony Stars, and how fitting that we have two previously Terrestrial Pokemon on the field, as it is Screamtail that is the Terrestrial draftee this season for the Goldenrod Guild, shedding that fairy psychic typing and taking on that normal typing. Last season, Blissey was actually the terrestrial Pokemon for the fairy types, as the Ice Fang from Screamtail onto Florges gets a good hit to start things off, and it will be Blissey following it up with the Spirit Shackle. Looks like it is going for Carbink and gets a fantastic connection there, as Carbink can no longer escape. Not that it is looking to run away. It will be the Shell Smash from Florges, and it has that massive 154 base special defense that it will be cutting from, as well as its physical defense, to boost those offensive stats, both the attack and special attack, as well as boosting its speed. I have to wonder if it will be able to move quicker than Screamtail here, as Carbink is going to go for the Fire Lash. Very little damage there being done to the terrestrial Pokemon, but it is going to lower the defense there of Screamtail, as Florges is now the quickest on the field. Goes for the Vacuum Wave, but it faces straight through Blissey there, and this allows Screamtail to go for the Giga Drain onto the part Rock type Carbink, so it's super effective, and Screamtail is going to have its health restored. Not quite getting back to full strength though. Blissey looking to follow it up there. It is going to go for the Minimize, making its evasiveness stack get boosted greatly, but it does not want to be on the receiving end of a slam, as the Pedal Dance now from Carbink is avoided by Blissey. Dodging all these moves is Blissey, as the Facade from Florges unable to do anything to Blissey there. And yet again, this allows Screamtail to go for the Fusion Bolt, going for Carbink. Coming down hard, but Carbink is able to hold on by a thread. Blissey could finish it off though, goes for the Dragon Breath. This will not work because the fairy types are immune to dragon type moves, and this allows Carbink to go for the Poison Jab onto Blissey. Not very effective, but it does get the critical hit. I don't understand why it's not very effective, but wait, it is Zoroark in its illusion form. No wonder so many of those moves were phasing through it, as now Florges with the Tar Shot, it is going to go for a Screamtail here. It is going to lower that speed, as well as making it weaker. Two fire type moves, I believe. Is that the Tar Shot, or am I getting confused? But that Slash is massive. Florges is eliminated from this matchup, and followed up by the Rain Dance there from Screamtail. It is going to start to rain over the field, and I do not think Carbink will enjoy that very much, but it is going to go for the Fire Blast now onto Screamtail. Such minimal damage, and that rain helping. I do not believe the Tar Shot was the move I was thinking of. Correct me in the comments below, as out comes Primarina and we get the triple dive, but Carbink is able to avoid that move from Zoroark, and the Iron Defense is being set up by Screamtail here, so it is going to get a massive physical defense boost. The Dragon Dance now being performed by Primarina on the field, so it is going to boost that physical attack, as well as boosting its speed, see if it can move quicker than the normal types on the field who do have the speed control. The Magic Powder from Carbink unfortunately does fail. It must have gone for Screamtail there, as Zoroark looking to capitalize goes with the Flame Wheel, and it will get the elimination, taking Carbink out of this matchup there, which gives the Goldenrod Guild a 2 Pokemon lead. The Swagger now from Primarina, it is going to boost that attack of Screamtail a great deal, which is only base 65. It is more of a specially defensive Pokemon, but it has become confused. It needs to shake off this confusion, otherwise it is going to be doing damage to itself. It is able to shake it off though, going for the Ancient Power on the part Water type there. Primarina is able to tank that move, as out comes Ninetales in its Alolan form, and with that Snow Warning ability, having its hidden ability, being playing from home here, starts to snow over the field, but the Perish Song is being set up by Zoroark. Everybody who just heard that on the field right now will be eliminated in 3 turns, but the Night Days, Zoroark isn't eliminated in 3 turns. It is eliminated right now by Ninetales with that super effective move. Primarina looking to follow it up, goes for the Leaf Blade. Great tanking there by a Screamtail, but it could be doing more damage to itself if it is unable to shake off this confusion. Yet again though, it is successful, goes for the Shadow Claw onto Ninetales, gets a fantastic hit there as the Perish counts begin to fall to 3, and one by one each turn they will continue to go down to 0 until those eliminations happen, but now out comes the real Blissey, and it is immediately on the receiving end of a Sludge Wave, as is everyone else from Ninetales, but super effective on its teammate and actually leaves Primarina with that poison status condition. And Primarina going for the Air Cutter will connect with both normal types on the field, and Screamtail is still yet to shake off that confusion, but it has been successful in not doing damage to itself, and yet again it is successful as it goes with the quick attack here, continuing to go for Ninetales. Fantastic hit yet again on the ice. Fairy type, the Screech now from Blissey is going to greatly lower that defense there of the Alolan Ninetales, whose Cantonian counterpart unfortunately missed out on being drafted this season, as Primarina is feeling the effects of that poisoning, and there is that Perish count falling to 2 for Ninetales, Primarina, and Screamtail. Lucky for Blissey, it was not on the field when that happened, but it is on the receiving end of the Iron Head from Ninetales. A great hit, and Primarina follows it up with another Dragon Dance. So yet again, it is going to boost that attack. Now, it is a much more of a special attacker, but it does get another speed boost there as well. And finally, Screamtail has snapped out of its confusion, and it's going to go for a dance of its own. It is going with the Swords Dance. Let us know who you think is a better dancer. Is Primarina or Screamtail the better dancer on the field, as Screamtail does get the attack boost, and the Twister will not work. It does not affect the Fairy types there from Blissey, but unfortunately Primarina is still suffering from that poison, which is chipping away ever so slightly at its health, but it also has to worry about that Perish Song, as they only have one move left. Primarina is going to go for the block though onto Blissey, not going on the offensive, instead making it so Blissey can no longer escape. Ninetales follows it up with the Spirit Shackle, but it is not going to work. The normal types are immune to ghost type moves, and the Fire Spin from Screamtail, super effective onto Ninetales. It does become trapped in that fiery vortex, and Blissey follows it up with the Fissure, but that is avoided there by the Alolan Ninetales, and there is Primarina feeling the effects of that poison for the last time, and there is a reason for that. And Ninetales is able to hold on from that Fire Spin, but neither of them will be able to outlast the Perish Song, the Perish count falling to 0. Both Fairy types are eliminated. Practically a huge play that was set up in advance by Zoroark, but unfortunately for Zoroark, it has also taken down its teammate in the process, because Screamtail is eliminated from this match. However, the Goldenrod Guild still have a massive numbers advantage. It is a 4-2 advantage to the side of the guild, as out comes Arbeliever to join Blissey. It is going to be Fluttermane coming out for the Pony Stars, and it is joined by Tinkaton making its debut for the Pony Stars, as it was on the Steel side last season. The Sucker Punch fails, and the Mortal Spin here from Tinkaton, super effective on Arbeliever, who is part Grass type. It is left with the poison, so is Blissey, but that Seed Soar ability of Arbeliever is going to be activated, so anybody who's taken damage will be having their health restored in between turns, whilst it still continues to snow over the field as well. Muddy Water here from Blissey. It is going to connect with both Fairy types on the field, also lowering the accuracy there of Tinkaton. Arbeliever is going to go for the payday, trying to make that money, but unfortunately it goes for Fluttermane. It is unsuccessful, and that snow over the field does stop, but there is that grassy terrain taking effect over the field, everybody having a little bit of health restored, but unfortunately for the normal types, they are also going to have a little bit of their health cut into by that poisoning that was brilliantly set up by Tinkaton. And that Seed Soar ability could be crucial this season for the guild with that massive health, as the Rock Smash from Fluttermane is super effective there on Arbeliever. Critical hit as well, and it is going to lower the physical defense of the grass normal type. Tinkaton looking to follow it up goes with the Bulldoze, and thankfully Fluttermane is able to avoid that attack. It does put Blissey into a knockout range, as it does also lower its speed, lowers the speed of Arbeliever as well, but that speed control is already in the side of the Pony Stars. Blissey with the Supersonic. This is going to leave Fluttermane confused on the field, as confused as I am tripping over my words here, and Arbeliever is looking to follow it up with the Kowtow Cleave, and it's not very effective whatsoever there on Tinkaton, who is able to tank that move, and it is going to have a little bit of health restored again. That grassy terrain still in effect, still restoring a little bit of health for everybody. Actually gets Blissey out of knockout range, but Blissey automatically goes back into knockout range. thanks to that poison, it is such an easy target on the field right now, but you have to think that grassy terrain is playing a crucial effect. Fluttermane needs to shake off this confusion, similar to what Screamtail was able to do, and it does. It is successful, going for the drill run. It's going to finish Blissey off with that critical hit. The Pony Stars are keeping themselves in this, and Tinkaton looking to follow up, goes with the rock throw there. Doesn't take out Arbeliever, but puts it into knockout range. Arbeliever responds with the Giga Impact. A fantastic connection, especially for a not very effective move. There is that health being restored of Fluttermane. That health will be restored of Arbeliever, but will it be enough to keep it in the match, or is the poisoning about to take it out? And Arbeliever, crucially, is still in this matchup, as it is now joined by Slacking, who needs to go for some big plays, but unfortunately has that Truant ability, so it can be unreliable. Fluttermane, though, able to shake off that confusion, goes for the aerial ace, goes for the easy elimination to level the playing field. Arbeliever is taken out of this matchup, especially before that grassy terrain can be reset up. Iron Defense now being performed by Slacking here. It is going to boost that massive 100 defense, but speaking of massive, it has 160 base attack. You do not want to be physically hit by that Pokemon, as the Shelter now from Tinkaton is going to give its defense a great boost, because it doesn't want to be taking that physical damage from Slacking, like I just said. But out comes Porygon Z, and with that download ability, it gets a physical attack boost. But here is Fluttermane still trying to shake off that confusion. It is back to full strength thanks to that grassy terrain. Shakes off the confusion yet again, goes for the Morning Sun, but like I said, it's at full strength, so that is going to fail. And there is that Truant ability, unfortunately, coming into effect for Slacking. This allows Tinkaton to go for the taunt onto Porygon, telling it to just bring it. And Porygon Z, unfortunately, has fallen for that taunt, so it will be unable to go for a move this turn. But look for it to struggle very soon, as the grass does now disappear from the battlefield. As well does that confusion for Fluttermane. It is fully focused, going for that Stomping Tantrum, focusing in on Slacking, who tanks that move and responds with the Lava Plume. This is going to hit everybody on the field. Super effective as well on Tinkaton, but it's left the burn on its teammate. Porygon Z gets the attack boost, and that burn cuts into the attack boost as the pin missile from Tinkaton. This multi-hit move is doing fractional damage to Slacking after having its defenses boosted. And it is going to be a hard target to take down, as Porygon Z, unfortunately, like I said, will be struggling on the field. Goes for Fluttermane, but there is that recoil damage taking effect, and following that up is the burn damage as well. Porygon Z making its debut here in this matchup, having a hard time, but the Dark Void is unable to be performed by Fluttermane. That Dark Presence over the field, preventing that from happening. The Truant for Slacking yet again coming into effect, and the Mist Ball from Tinkaton onto Porygon puts it into knockout range, and Porygon is still struggling on the field, which means it's going to go for Fluttermane again. Gets a good hit, but the recoil damage takes out Porygon Z, which means the Pony Stars are in the lead now. Slacking is all by itself, and we get the Synthesis. Very clever play there by Fluttermane. It is going to restore its health yet again, getting itself almost back to full strength. Slacking, though, is going to go for the Dazzling Gleam, hitting both Tinkaton and Fluttermane, puts Tinkaton in knockout range, but it's not very effective as it goes for a Kowtow Cleave, and yet again Slacking tanks another move as Fluttermane follows it up with the Trop Kick. It has taken a lot of work to do very little damage to Slacking here, who has its attack stat lowered and suffers from that Truant yet again. And now we have Tinkaton splashing around on the field. Now is not the time for nothing to be happening. You need to be on the offensive to try and take down Slacking. And we get the beat up, which will connect twice because there's only 2 Pokemon remaining for the Pony Stars there by Fluttermane. And now Slacking, able to shake off that Truant, goes with the triple arrows onto Tinkaton and gets the elimination. We are down to a 1v1 Fluttermane and Slacking going head to head. We get the cut from Fluttermane. Little bit of damage, again chipping away, but there's that Truant ability, which is massively going to favor Fluttermane. It allows it to go for 2 for every one of Slacking's turns. The low kick's super effective there onto Slacking. Slacking is able to respond though. It's going to go for the high horsepower. Fluttermane is able to hold on. We are in the countdown. It responds with a high horsepower of its own. Wow, that is really not as well as Slacking's was. But if we go into overtime, these two will be restored back to full strength. Fluttermane with the Night Days almost gets the elimination. Slacking's going to respond with the upper hand, but unfortunately that does fail. This opens the door for Fluttermane. It just needs to do a little bit more damage. Goes for the Supersonic. Slacking avoids that attack, but unfortunately now it's going to loaf around, which gives Fluttermane yet another chance. We are almost into overtime. Fluttermane with the parting shot. It will not be going back to the bench. It's the last Pokemon, but it's going to cut into that attack stat yet again, as well as that special attack. We are into almost overtime. Psychic has one chance to get the elimination. Otherwise, they're going back to full strength. It goes for the Iron Tail and it gets the elimination. The Goldenrod Guild have won. Slacking has just overcome 2 Pokemon, even with that Truant ability. The Pony Stars, they shot real high, but unfortunately, they could not get the job done to take out all that health of the Goldenrod Guild, who next round will be going head-to-head with the Mahogany Explorers, and I really look forward to that match. Whereas for the Pony Stars, they will be going up against the Medali Aethers. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.